So KSI versus Jake Paul, the most anticipated influencer event in the whole wide world. The influencer match which could potentially become a top 10 pay-per-view event or even higher. The very pinnacle of YouTube boxing and probably the grand finale. So when will this fight happen? Or rather, will this fight ever happen? Because honestly, I've lost track of how long we waited for this to happen. KSI vs Jake Paul became a thing right after the notorious call out by KSI in February of 2018.
Jake Paul! Jake Paul!
But fast forward to 3 years and still no glimpse or confirmation of the fight ever happening. So KSI vs Jake Paul was originally supposed to happen in August of 2018 in UK right after the Joe Weller fight. But Jake Paul stepped down, went after Deji, KSI's younger brother, while Jake Paul's older brother stepped up and fought KSI. Rest was history. KSI defeated Logan Paul in November of 2019, which got to Jake mentally and led Jake into a vengeful state where he worked his ass off notoriously to bully Anison Gibb, who was a good friend of KSI, also acted as a stepping stone to Jake. During March of 2020, after the Gibb fight, after each of the two challengers had one win under their professional record, their team started talking and even DAZN teased a small poster to which they deleted. Sky Sports offered the fight to happen, to which KSI could have proceeded with, but COVID occurred, and of course rest is history again. Jake had time in his favor, cherry-picked his opponents, but massively progressed in boxing, facing off against actual fighters, while KSI was inactive from boxing, making wonders in music. It's safe to say both are successful in their own realms now, with Jake topping off in the world of combat sport to JJ popping in the music world. So again, will this fight ever happen? Is it even reasonable for this fight to happen? Jake did make it evident he has moved on from KSI. He pointed out that KSI is smashing the YouTube scene, has respect for him, and will be focusing on actual fighters and boxers while KSI is still clinging on to fighting Jake.
KSI.
I think I'm done, bro. He needs me more. And he's afraid, let's be honest. He understands it. He admitted on his YouTube video that I'm a better boxer. I wish him the best. He's killing it in music. I have respect for him. It's just over.
KSI has made it evident that he will return to boxing for one last time at least. He even launched his own boxing promo and is training behind the scenes. He was reported to have a new trainer anonymous to us and even held a bandage during performances, which is unnatural for a non-boxer. So even if Jake, he moved on from the idea, he has not completely eradicated the thought. He knows KSI needs time and even said this fight will happen sometime in the future. Jake even put KSI in his hit list because he knows the bigger KSI gets as a musical star, the more pay-per-views the fight would sell. KSI also pointed out on his second channel that he would face off against someone to step up to Jake, which was supposed to be Austin McBroom, but given that Austin Broomstick is facing a lot of nightmares of his own, another nightmare might be intolerable. So to answer the question, yes, KSI vs Jake will happen, and it will be the biggest influencer or celebrity fight, or at least one of the biggest, to be remembered by millions to billions around the world. But it won't happen anytime soon. Judging that KSI will box next spring, we can assume KSI vs Jake to happen around next autumn to winter, given everything goes according to plan. But for now, this topic is far stretched out, almost like a world wonder. So what do you guys think of this? Will you guys think the fight will happen? Who will come out as the victor? Is it the knockout artist Jake Paul or the underdog contender KSI? Comment down below. I will see you guys in a bit. Peace.